Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make EP databases from EXPA. And yeah, so firstly you log in. I remember I'd already given you guys my password. So as soon as you log in, this is the dashboard. Now to the simplest way to get a lot of EP email IDs from EXPA, a similar way that you get VP IDs from EXPA. So what you can do is you can directly mail the EPs instead of going to the VP's wall and contacting the VP for EPs and all. So what I'll do today is I'll simply type in some EP's name that I know of. For example, I type Mariam Maged. So you can type the same name too. So I typed Mariam Maged. Alright, and I click search. So as soon as I click search, so here is the person. I'm going to click Mariam Maged. So she is one of the EPs who applied for Don Bosco on EXPA. So I'm going to have an interview with her tonight. So yeah, so this is how a profile of an EP looks like, similar to a VP, but the only difference being that the payment here, you can see the payment here, it's written Mariam has paid. So what the something that you can use to differentiate between a normal ISICer and an EP on EXPA is using the payment part. So the ones who have paid are EPs and the ones who haven't paid are not EPs, they're simply ISICers. So it's written Mariam has paid. So here is the contact detail of Mariam, it's her email ID. So you simply copy paste into your database, you write Mariam's name, you write her LC, which is GUC. GUC is in Egypt. You can see here it's written German University in Cairo, Egypt. Alright, so yeah, so you can see this. If you can see the last 6 digits of the link, these last few 6 digits of the link are known as the EP ID. Alright, so either it is the EP ID or it is the TN ID. So what's a TN ID? TN ID is the EXPA link. When we type in the EXPA link of a project, the last 6 digits of the link is known as the TN ID for the project, and the EP ID is the last 6 digits for the EP. So these last 6 digits play a very important role in ISEC. This is used for identifying various EPs and TNs. So if you've seen the EXPA links to our projects, Don Bosco and Maria Montessori, you must have seen there's last 6 digits in the links too, and those are called those digits are called the TN ID. Yeah. So what you can do is simply, in order to find other EPs, you can simply scrap off 4 and write 5 randomly. You can type in any other digit or so. So I have randomly come on to some other EP or some other person's profile, which is Farida Isa, and even she is from GUC. So what I can see from Farida's profile is that the payment is written Farida still needs to pay. So which means Farida is not an EP. She is probably an ISICer or so. So you don't need to include her in your database. She's not an EP probably. Now I'll randomly go on to number 6 as the last digit. So again I've landed onto Arwa Fatih's Arwa Fat something's profile. Even she is from GUC Egypt. So let's see. So it's written Arwa has paid, and it's also written Arwa is interviewed, which means she has TN interviewed. She's been TN interviewed, but that's all right, okay? Because many of the cases it's wrong. So you can simply look at her contact details, which is the email ID. You can add this onto your database. Now the next thing you do is simply go on to, maybe I'm going on to 74 randomly. I'm changing the last 2 digits now. So as soon as I go on to 74, so I'm onto some Alican's profile right now, and she's from Bursa, and I don't know where this place is, but yeah. So it's written Alican does not need to pay. Alican still needs to be interviewed. So here is the email ID of Alican. So this is good news because she has paid and she's not been interviewed. So she's definitely not been matched. In some of the cases when the EP has been interviewed, it doesn't mean that she has been matched yet, so you can definitely mail that EP too. But this EP seems to have been not even TN interviewed, so you can simply mail her your projects and everything. So there's the small wall system here, similar to FB. So you can post your projects onto walls of VPs, vice presidents, not EPs, because EPs rarely check their EXPA ID, and only for finding opportunities and matching procedure and etc. And so you have to go to VP's walls and post your projects. They'll definitely have a look at your projects and everything. VP OJCDP, remember. So this is how you do it. Make databases of at least 100 EPs in 2 days, and which includes like only spending 1 hour in a day, because 1 hour you can using this process by simply changing the digits, you can easily make like 50 EPs, a database of 50 EPs in an hour, which is like spending just 2 hours in 2 days to make a database of 100 EPs. And I want you guys to make that, start making the database, because I'm going to ask you to mail those databases to me, and you will be the ones who will be using mail merge to send those 100 EPs the same mail. And how you're going to do that is using mail merge. I have no idea how to do the mail merge thingy, because I've heard that you don't have to forward the same mail again to all the EPs by letting them know that you've already sent the same mail to some other person, and make them feel that that the person is one of those 1,000 or 100 EPs who's being mailed the same content. Mail merge, you can use it to not let the person know that you've forwarded the mail to 100 EPs, and do it at the same time. So either I'll be asking Akshay, or you can simply Google it. So the next thing is, if you can see opportunities here, so this is how you'll so opportunities. So my TNs, it's written Project Worldview, Don Bosco, Ashalem, Project Worldview, Maria Montessori. So these two are our projects currently, and these sadly both the projects are not our raises for Worldview. So start working on raises, guys, because I'm very 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 serious about raises and matches too. And yeah, so if you click on Project Worldview Don Bosco, the project appears like this. Yeah, so this is the description of the project, the job description according to week. This is 6 to 8 weeks, 15th May to 15th July, how the project runs, the date between the project runs. This is the issues, backgrounds, languages, skills, the study levels, etc., etc. Specifics, additional instructions, learning points for interns, development spaces, expected results, required preparation, departure info, health insurance, visa work, extra instructions, logistics, food, transport, accommodation info. So in the accommodation info, we've already mentioned that it's provided, but the accommodation is provided for a sum of $225 for 6 weeks, which includes Wi-Fi, separate beds, hot water, attached bathrooms, kitchen, blah blah. So yeah, so when you open a project, if you're the TN manager, for example, I'm the TN manager here. I and Akash is the TN manager of every project of his department. So I can see the number of views for the views of the project here. So it's written 128 views and 1 applicant. And open live on opportunities portal until 15th May, because I have marked this project to be closed, application for this project to be closed by 15th May. So this one applicant who's applied for Don Bosco is Maria Maged, as I told you in the starting. So this is how the project looks like, and I can see the applications here. So it's the applications overview, and it's written Mariam Maged here. So as soon as I click on the EP, the EP profile appears here, and as EXPA is too slow right now, it's not appearing, and I have been automatically brought onto the dashboard. Never mind. So I have told you guys what I'm supposed to I've told you guys what you're supposed to know, and I want the EP databases made, and I thought that this video is going to make things easier for you, and so yeah, bye bye.